In this video, I'm going to show you two different ways of adding a photo to your web page. You may want to display photos or pictures within your web page, or you may want to replace this profile box with a picture of your team. The process for doing that is going to be about the same. But first, I want to show you how to replace the class image. The class image is an image that's associated with this class description, this box that's up here, which is a part of a larger database for the website. The class page image is visible in the mobile responsive view of the website. So let's take a look at adding a class image. If you go up under Tools and then Manage Class, here's where the class page image is displayed. If you choose a file, now this is the image that's going to be displayed on the mobile responsive view of the site. But when we go back to the web page, you'll see that it's not displaying up here. And that's because the default settings for this box, for the template design, has that image hidden. So if you'd like that image to be displayed here, you need to change the design. And in order to change the design, we have to edit this page. When you click Edit this page, then there's a gearbox available to edit the design properties for that box. The class page image is displayed through the thumbnail position, and right now that's set to none. If we set it to the top and apply that change, you'll see that now the image is displayed both on your web page and on the mobile responsive view of the website. Click Done to save that design. It asks you like 3 times to make sure you really want to make that change. Let's say, however, that you'd like to replace the profile picture and put up a picture of your team, or that you just want to display a number of photos on your page other than just this one class page image. The process will be a little bit different than this class page image, but it's going to be the same no matter how many images you want to add. And the first thing we have to do is add the content to our site. We have to add those pictures to our site. So I'm going to do that in List View. Now, I like to put all of my design content into a folder so that I can hide that folder. And let me show you what I mean by that. I'm going to call it Design Resources. And I'm going to make it a hidden folder, and anytime I make a hidden folder, I always put a tilde in front just as a visual note to myself. And here's where I change that folder visibility. I'm going to set the visibility down here where it says Show via Site Designer but hide in lists. And what this means is that if I design the content to be viewed, it will be viewable. But users won't be able to navigate to it. It's hidden in any lists, and so they can't actually click on that and then just get a picture in isolation of any other content. So now I've created that folder, save and return, and now I'm going to put some contents in that folder. I'm going to add a picture this time. Now you'll see from the drop-down list that there's no option to add a picture. What I'm basically doing, however, is adding a document. So let's add that. I'm going to call it My Team Photo. And I'm going to enter that content by hand. Now the editor comes up and there's a couple of options. I can enter the text by hand, so I could enter an image right here into the content, but Edline also has this option down here where I can upload an image right here. So I'm just going to choose a file, upload my image, back to the top, save and return. So now my Design Resources folder has a photo in it. Again, hidden so that people can't navigate to it, and I'll show you what I mean by that. And now let's work on the design for this page because I have the content already in place. So to edit design, I'm going to click Edit this page. Profile box, I'm going to get rid of the profile box because what I really want displayed there is a photo of my team. Now I'm going to add a box, and I'm going to display content that I put in this Design Resources folder. It's my team photo. Now Edline's going to drop that box in right in the top in the middle, but I really want that to display over here. So I'm going to drag and drop it to where I want it to display. Now it's kind of tiny, and it's not really what I intended for it to do, and I'm not sure I really want this headline to, or this header to show, so I'm going to edit the design properties of that box again. Down here in the other section is where I can change a few things. First of all, I don't want that header to show. It doesn't need a title on it, so I'm going to say no to my header. Let me apply that so that you can see what change it made. Now, similar to the thumbnail position we saw earlier, right now it's set to left. I'm going to set it to top. So let's apply that and see what it looks like. Now I've got a picture that looks a little more like I wanted it to. Now if I drag that box and put it somewhere else, you'll see that it shows up much larger. So it's automatically adjusting to the width of the column. So this is a 3-column layout, 1, 2, 3 columns, and it's automatically adjusting to that width. I mentioned earlier that I would show you what is meant by the setting shown in Designer but hide in lists. You can apply this setting to any folder or document, and what it means is that when a user visits your page, they can see this photo because it's shown in the Designer. However, when they hover over the breadcrumbs up here, this folder, remember I put the tilde in front as a note to myself, this folder is hidden, and so this whole line won't appear for users. It's only visible to page administrators. And this is just a way of keeping your site clean and simple for users so they won't accidentally navigate to content that's just in isolation and doesn't have any context.